Hey, my shirt come. This is me Run for Autism shirt. Again, if anybody would like to donate, the donation links will be in the description of this video and also in the pinned videos on my TikTok and my YouTube. Anyways, let's crack on with the video. How's it going, everybody? It's your Mozo Prince Steel TethysAutism Yorkshire, and I thought I'd do another one of these episodes of TethysAutism Diaries. And this particular episode, I want to talk about school and bullying. Two subjects that are very intertwined with each other and that are very hard for people with autism. So I thought I'd talk about my experience of school and with bullying, and if there's any bits of advice in there that you think could help you out, if you've got autism, feel free to try it, and I hope it helps you out. Anyways, let's crack on. So the sort of gist of me growing up in school with autism is, well, I was very good at the learning bit. I was very good at that. Getting high marks. I focused on what the teacher said. Yeah, I was a goody two shoes. I did exactly what the teacher said. I didn't get myself into too much trouble, and when I did, yeah, it were because I was being stupid and being naughty. But kids are kids end of the day. But luckily, I'd also got a support system outside of school. My parents and my family telling me, do this rather than do this. It's the right thing to do. And that got me through learning. There were times with the learning where I did struggle and where I did have to have support. But to be fair, a lot of my school, I was doing all right. In my later years, it did sort of struggle a bit. But overall, I thought I was doing brilliant. I was getting top scores. The learning was sinking into my head, which were brilliant. So I thought I were a model student, really. Now, with sort of aspects like making friends and what have you, because I was the kid who loved dinosaurs and pretended to be a dinosaur even up until, 12, 13-year-old, or pretended to wrestle his bag in the playground, giving it John Cena. Hey! But because of that, I did struggle to make friends, particularly in like junior school or first school, I don't know, and secondary school. At the start of that, I found it hard to make friends, but luckily, through particularly secondary school, I got a good gang of mates, I tell you what. And there's still some of them that I still talk to this day, and still some of them that I'm like that way to this day. And you know who you are, people. You know who you are, lads. So thank you. But yeah, making friends was hard because of how weird I was, and that is what it is. A fellow with autism, I'm gonna be weird. But unfortunately, obviously, having autism and having niche interests and acting out in a certain way, not negatively, but going around pretending you're a dinosaur or a wrestler or what have you, because that's the only sort of interest and expression you do attract bullies, unfortunately. And I was bullied quite relentlessly through school. Particularly, I remember in secondary school, I was bullied a lot. Unfortunately, bullying became a bit of a conveyor belt for me. So I'd be bullied by one person for a while, tell the teacher, and nothing would initially get done, and then something else would get done the second time, then get bullied by someone else, and sometimes I'd get put to a stop very quickly, or like after a few conversations, and unfortunately the cycle would repeat. Anytime someone stopped bullying me or was told to stop bullying me or got detention or what have they for it, someone else would take their place. So unfortunately, and yeah, I was bullied because I liked dinosaurs, I liked wrestling, and I liked other subjects. I liked science, or because I was a do-gooder, or because I answered so many questions in lessons, or because I arrived to class early, or whatever. Just little things that kids will unfortunately bully other kids for. And it's an unfortunate thing in school. There's a lot of people who do get bullied, but at the same time, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I've got nothing against the people who bullied me. Like, some of them now I see they've got families, they've got businesses, they're working hard. Some of them unfortunately going through tough times they're going through issues themselves. And I wish nothing but the best for those people, and I truly mean that, because kids are kids, and if they were going through something back in the day, my heart goes out to them. Something going on with them now, my heart goes out to them. But it is what it is. Kids can be kids, and kids who bully can be very bad bullies. But I was luckily enough in a position where, after so long of being bullied, I think I was bullied up until about 15, 16-year-old, I was able to grow a bit of a thicker skin towards it and really get to just ignoring people and just being like, okay. There was a point where someone said something to me, and it sort of clicked in my head where I was like, if I just ignore it, it don't exist. And that's something I hope helps people. I mean, I know it's very hard to ignore someone, or very hard to ignore something being nastily said to you. Now, luckily, I didn't get a lot of physical bullying, but there were people who like said things to me, or or said things about me, or you know, did things with stuff like people that actually nick my stuff off me, steal my stuff, or like there was even one fellow who decided to wipe his nose on one of my clothes one day. That were a bit weird. But bullying like that actually sort of, I'm not condoning bullying anyway, I'm just saying from my experience, but it helped me grow thicker skin in a way. But being bullied so many times and going through those cycles so many times, I started to learn to just forget about what people say, you know, just, right, you've said something, so what? And it's only in my adult years, particularly the past few years, where I've actually learned a little bit of an analogy that I'm actually going to impart onto you people, if there's any people who are going through bullying now, or if anybody like sort of wants to sort of learn a technique into ignoring insults. This is something I've actually learned over the past few years. And it's this. Imagine someone throws an insult at you. Now imagine the insult is a ball. So I've got a ball, I've thrown an insult at you. You know, you stink. You smell, I bet you smell brilliant. I bet you smell better than me. But so the ball's been thrown. Now you're gonna catch it. Now, there's three things that can happen here. One, you can feel the ball in your hands after you've caught it and it hurts. That's the word, hurting you. Okay, that's the insult, hurting you. It's not nice, and it never will be nice, unfortunately. Now, what you can do is you can then, in response, throw that ball back at them, say something back at them. Now, I don't do that because at the end of the day, all I can think is, well, I'm just as bad as them now. It's not right. Or you can catch the ball, and I've caught the ball with gloved hands. Now, I've not got gloves on at the moment, but catch me drift with it. I've got gloved hands. I don't feel the ball. I've caught it, but I don't feel it. You know what I'm going to do with that ball now? I'm going to put it down. And by me catching it with those gloved hands and putting it down, I'm taking every bit of meaning away from those words. And it's saying to the person who's throwing it, you can say whatever you want, you can mean it however you want, but at the end of the day, once you've thrown it to me, it's in my hands. It's mine to do with what I want. And I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it no meaning. It has no meaning to me. Boom. So yeah, that's sort of my experience with school and bullying. And again, to people who unfortunately have either picked on me, bullied me, or said something to me in the past, I've got no ill will to you. I seriously wish you all the best, and I wish you all a good life. And if this has helped anybody who's got autism, you know, helping them through getting through life and getting through school, I hope some of this advice has helped, especially that analogy with the ball. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later. Ta-da.